Hello, welcome back. We're back in another crypto video. Hope you guys are doing well, ladies and gentlemen. It's currently 1 a.m. so I want to make this video relatively quick because I actually need to sleep because tomorrow I have work and I need to actually wake up to go gym before work. Like if you appreciate this sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen, the inspiration behind this video is actually from a request from one of my viewers, the community members on my Telegram, that you guys should join for sure. By catching dips like the latest GME. If you were able to see the chat, someone reminded us, hey, GME is on a dip, which was a steal. We talk about a lot of other things like, Solana. Sometimes I throw some not financial advice, degen stuff. And sometimes also I share projects about, videos before I actually upload them. So again, if you're going to be early on those, join the Telegram, be part of the community. So yeah, the question was, I was wondering, do you think you can give a minimum amount of bear PDAI, PLUSD, PWBTC, and Atropa to hold if you, let's say, want to make 100,000 euros on each project? And now to simplify, I'm going to keep it at dollars, but I made that solution today, ladies and gentlemen, and I made an Excel sheet which will be available down in the comments below. Anyone can download it. It'll be public. You can leave comments for me to change things, but at the same time you can download an offline version. You can change that. It's formulas, so you change the number, it'll be dynamic, and that's made it more convenient as possible. And of course, without further ado, before we jump into that, thank you very much to all my DeFi Insiders, the people who are choosing to support my small channel. We've had some recent new members as well, so thank you very much. I will try to find gems on the Ethereum side, because being a DeFi Insider, you do get access to my YouTube member exclusive videos on what I'm holding long term in the Ethereum, or anything else, to be honest with you guys, even BSC and stuff like that. So that's one way, value that I'm trying to give back, of course. Yeah, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, today is actually a pretty green day in Pulsechain. It feels great, but weirdly, everything else is kind of red. But this is kind of feeds back to what I've been saying, like how things move in waves, right? Where Bitcoin will pump first, Ethereum will almost instantly pump after it, and then you get all the altcoins where they'll get the rhythm, right, whatever you call it, but it's a little bit delayed. And I think Pulsechain is one of the last things to reach to it, which is why now it's in the red. But we're seeing a lot of green things, such as the BFF is doing absolutely amazing. I saw someone shared about TUSD, by the way. If you caught that, you would have made like a good amount of X's, I think. If you join my Telegram, I haven't necessarily bought it, but it seems like a very good opportunity. It was in the red. It corrected and it actually pumped right back up. And PLUSD, ladies and gentlemen, it looks amazing. The chart, where is it? PLUSD, good looking chart, by the way. 4.7 million today. It pumped by 50%. That's a 273,000 in volume. We're going to be covering a few things, but yeah, you can basically see, like, this is my main Pulsechain list, that most of my holdings are literally in this, and everything's green and beautiful, guys, which is, I think, perfect timing with my Excel sheet that I'm about to share with you guys. So I believe, yeah, Teddy Bear, it's also been doing really well. I think it bounced back, obviously, after that whale who sold off, and then obviously people kind of sell after him because they're, they're fearful. They let their emotions take over them. This is why sometimes I say, honestly, you know what? Like, make a crypto bot that does the buying and selling for you, which is something I'm working on, to be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, it's really hard, I understand that, to control your emotions and be like, hey, let's calm down, let's not sell on a loss, because that's when you're going to realize your losses, and that's where you've actually lost money, right? As opposed to, okay, let's ride it out. Let's ride it out, because we both know there is, what's your thesis behind actually investing in the first place? We know that this is a long-term project, so why are you actually shaken up by this short-term price volatility? So you need to really put yourself in check. And sometimes, guys, honestly, not looking at the chart helps. You know what I mean? Like, today, it was a Sunday, beautiful Sunday, guys. I haven't really been on crypto that much. Well, okay, I'm lying. I open my Telegram every single hour. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. But I don't open the charts, right? When I'm outside, I just open Telegram and stuff like that. But charts, no. And that's one way, you know what I mean? Like, if you know that you're in this for the long term, etc., we're talking like, few months to 1 year to 2 years, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to worry about that much. You don't need to think about, oh my god, I need to do something today, I need to make a trade, sell something or buy something. And most importantly, I think one of the best advice is, do not sell your, or not financial advices, right? Do not sell your core tokens, you know, to get into something that's the next shiny new thing. Okay, as a huge mistake, because already our core tokens, guys, is already at a huge discount. We're talking about, you know, INC, Pulsechain, pHEX as well. I don't personally hold any pHEX, but you know, I might, guys, because of course, when I look into this, when I look into the price of pHEX, ladies and gentlemen, you know, 2 zeros and a 6, basically half a cent. Almost the same price as PDAI, by the way. Oh, yeah, I think PDAI is just under that. Look at this, guys. We're literally basically all-time low. I think if you go in Gold Pulse main, if you click all-time low, we're literally just 14% above all-time low, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely crazy. Pulsechain is above by, you know, 45%. Pulsex is above by 1.3x. INC obviously is above by 5.1x. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. pHEX might be something I'm gonna consider buying and creating a position in and DCAing, because, you know, I've had that in the chart, and you know what? I've been extending this a little too much. I'm not gonna make this a longer video because I generally do need sleep. But by the way, Maxi is obviously now fully officially trading on Pulsechain is fully tradable on Maxi. It's pretty sick. You can now, you know, buy and sell it. No futures yet, but I'm super excited to see, you know, is that going to be a possibility, because I would like to definitely leverage Pulse, guys. You know, maybe a full-on degen on this. But aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to remind you, and this actually brings me to this point. Before we get to the sheet real quick, there was this one clip. Now, I did find the guy's but basically this is a kind of a clip that I think, you know what, a lot of you guys must just see this, just to feel like, you know, I don't want to, by the way, shed light into, oh, let's find out who, you know, spoke to XYZ. No. I'm not here to, you know, make conflict and stuff like that. My main point is, hey, let's find this person. Let's tell him the things that he needs to hear. Like, guys, I've been in that situation, okay? It just happens to be that, hey, I wasn't in a recorded group chat when, you know, I happened to be on a vulnerable state. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, we all make mistakes, guys. At the beginning, when I was in crypto, you know, I kept taking every single paycheck. I would invest more, and I would almost, you know, lose that money because I didn't take profits, because once a token goes up 10x, I'm like, oh, it's going to do another 10x and I'm going to make crazy amount of money. And guess what? It would rug. You know what I mean? That was literally in the peak of the 2021 bull run, guys. I learned harsh lessons. You know what I mean? But this guy here,
and I'm just like,
I'm going to be playing it.
Looking at all the other chains and the amount
I'm going to play the clip,
that they have,
and I want you guys to just listen to it before I tell you guys what my quote tweet was about.
They chain to me, man. I've invested so much money in this.
You have to outperform Pulsechain. If Pulsechain goes down 10%, you better invest it in something that went up 10x, and that's how you make up for this shittery.
This is not the main guy. 1 second.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I sacrificed so much money on Pulsechain and Pulsechain, and everyone was saying it was gonna go up 10,000x, man. I really thought I was gonna become a millionaire in 2 years.
Yeah, well, joke's on you, eh?
Do you guys still think it's possible for Pulse?
Okay, I'm gonna pause it there. But basically, this person does, like, you know, break down and basically, you know, in a vulnerable state. Okay, I think all he needed, by the way, was, you know, you just say the right words. Yes, unfortunately, you know, it is on you. The responsibility is on you. You've made that decision. You shouldn't have put all your eggs in one basket. I understand the sacrifice looked very attractive. People talked about, hey, this will 1000x, and I was there. I was there when that sacrifice did. And guess what, guys? At that time, I've literally only invested in that sacrifice around $300 across 2 wallets, maybe another $100 somewhere for like a family member, XYZ. And that was it. Okay, I didn't. But obviously, the only issue is that, you know, when that sacrifice went too big, around what, 2 billion was sacrificed, that possibility of 1000x is no longer gonna be a reality. It's as simple as that. It already got too big way too soon. Okay, and as well, the fact that whales were able to sacrifice unlimited amounts, so there's no max cap for the sacrifice. And now you have people who are whales who are literally acting like Jeets, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? A week ago, we got a whale who sold 1.5 million in a few weeks. You know, there's a whale that continuously been selling, even though we're under a sacrifice price. You know what I mean? We can't control the whales. Crypto is a sort of sport, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, but unfortunately we have whales like, you know, those people in our community. But you know what? It's better for them to leave now than later when the prices are up and their losses or their exits have a bigger impact in the chart. You know what I mean? But basically, I just made this, you know, tweet where I just said, you know, what's the clip? And you will probably need to watch the whole clip to actually understand, you know, because, you know, people were saying like, hey, kind of laughing at him, throwing the laughing emoji and saying, oh my God, you know, basically making fun of him in a way. And I just said, no way y'all are acting like that to someone who's breaking down. I get it. He's responsible for his actions. It wasn't just one, but two, but three people throwing laughing emojis, making fun of him. Clearly he was in a vulnerable state. I'm going to find the guy and help him out. This isn't what Pulsechain is about. Territorial, toxic communities. We are better than this. I'll start by being the change I want to see. And basically, I did find the person, by the way. So if you're watching this video, just follow me back. I cannot DM you. I cannot reach to you because you've changed the settings. So, you know, reach out to me to my Telegram or my Twitter. Follow me back. You know, I want to send you some airdrops. You know what I mean? And I have a lot of people right now in my community as well that want to send you airdrops, you know, such as GME. I want to send you some diehards so you can make passive PDAI. You know what I mean? I also want to send you, you know, some OUSD, 4WMM. Just make those reflection tokens where literally even when you're sleeping, you're making something. You know what I mean? And as well, I just want to remind you, hey, like I've literally been there. You know what I mean? I've literally been there, and it's all about what's the next best thing to do. Just like in chess, you might be in a losing position, but you can always do the next best thing, and you never know. You might just be winning again. You know what I mean? Or just win overall, basically. This is crypto, guys. You know, it's a game. Just be disciplined, stick to the rules, and yes, sometimes you got to take a step back before we take 2 steps forward. Okay, so you know, whoever, you know, that person, reach out to me. I have some airdrops. You know what I mean? You know, let's cheer people up. This is what this is all about. At the end of the day, there's enough money where, you know, let's share the love, and you know, cheer people up. You know what I mean? We all have the same end goal, ladies and gentlemen, for Pulsechain to win, to flourish, to be up there in the top 50 coin market caps. So how about we sprint there together? You know what I mean? It's as simple as that, really. So finally, you've watched the whole video through. You deserve to see the Excel sheet. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys like this. You know, I'm going to keep the video, I'm going to keep the link in the description. I'm not going to really go through every single thing, but I'm going to explain what are each columns about. Obviously, there's a disclaimer. Definitely read it before you look into more of this. But I've made around what? This is 11, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tokens, ladies and gentlemen, with different categories. So you got the PRC20, the 4P stables, Atropa ecosystem, and the 2 Richard Heart ecosystem tokens. Now I excluded Pulse and PulseX because making 100,000 from them, you know, you'll probably need a lot of money. Okay, you'll probably need around like what? I'm gonna assume, you know, 10,000 maybe, basically 5,000 maybe dollars, etc. So I just didn't mention. I didn't really, because I don't really know what's the price target for Pulse and PulseX. Let me know what you guys think in the description below. But yeah, so stuff like PWBTC, and as well, every single token is hyperlinked with its DEX screener chart, so you can actually click on the chart and then buy it from there if you want, or obviously the address if you want to copy and paste it. But obviously always do double check, because you know, I do advocate for the zero trust. Doesn't mean just because I made a link you guys just trust it. No, double check it. Don't just trust me, right? Take this, copy it in PulseX, copy it in DEX Screener. Does it refer back to the same token? How can you double check that? You can see the volume, you can see the liquidity amount. If it's, you know, heavy liquidity, heavy volume, you'll know it is the right one. And of course, if it has the logo and stuff like that. So double check that. So yeah, you got this column right here, snapshot, dollar amount or market cap. So I took the snapshot basically 2nd of June. Today's the 3rd of June because it's 1 a.m. here for me. And these are the prices. You can download, you can download the Excel sheet and then change the numbers. So for example, let's say today the price is 220. Do that and everything will change after that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so you can do that, and then you can say that you can change the price target. Let's say price target is 30,000. It will adjust. You might see this recurring 3333. I mean, you can change that by adding INT. I should have kind of changed this by myself, really, but you know, I'm gonna just do this now. INT to turn it into an integer. So yeah, you can do that to readjust it. It's very flexible, and it tells you how many X's it's away from to go from this to there, and it tells you how much money you would need at this time, how much value of that token you'd need to make $100,000, right? So let's put $100,000 here. And then I made another column for 1 million, so you can see it's $733 or 7,333. Same goes with PDAI and stuff like that. You can see that all these are price numbers other than one, ladies and gentlemen, which is that's why I put this kind of toolbox here, which is Teddy Bear, which is kind of the only exception where you have to manually open the formula and change the number, because this is just a text. It's not really a number here, so keep that in mind. So if you want to change it, right now it's 23.5. If you want to change it, you have to go here and then change this number to be the current market cap. So if it's 24 million, etc., etc. But hopefully you won't need to change that. Everything else is Leech automatically. Just change the black values here, and everything updates. Beautiful as that. Now keep this in mind, by the way, I did put 2 hazard emojis here and there on the BFF and pHEX, just because, ladies and gentlemen, like, I really want to emphasize, just as it really goes everywhere where I say this price is not it's not guaranteed. It's not financial advice. Please do make sure this is not financial advice. Again, this is just for educational purposes, to have this as a spreadsheet tool for you to further customize it to your own needs, to whatever you believe, to whatever your financial advisor told you. You know what I mean? What does your financial advisor think of Pulsechain? But the further warnings is on the BFF and pHEX, because I personally don't know much about them. BFF, again, is one of those that I didn't really look into that much, because I wanted to stay focused on Teddy Bear, Atropa, and TSFI. TSFI is really doing well. Down as well is one of those things where I'm going to really look into. Down on TSFI are my top 2 after Atropa and Teddy Bear. I don't think I'm going to really be into other things, in my opinion, guys. Okay, I don't like to spread myself too thin just to be in everything. In my opinion. And then INC, obviously, guys, INC and pHEX, I think, are the best 2 richer hardcore tokens to be in. And aside from that, there's some links here to support me, to give me a tip, follow my Twitter, follow my my YouTube, and of course the Telegram community. So if you use this, and if you're not in one social media or other, you can support me, and etc. You can find me in multiple different social medias. Aside from that, guys, I really hope this Excel sheet helps you. And yeah, if you know anyone to do with the guy behind this, let me know. I know his but I hope he sees this video. And I want to just say, like, hey, join our community. This is not what Pulsechain is about. I like to say that I represent. I wouldn't say like I represent Pulsechain, but I like to say, like, I guess what's the right word? I would like to say that I want to be what Pulsechain. I want to be the change that I want to see. Okay, let's represent Pulsechain by saying, hey, we're a loving community. We want all the projects to win at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm not territorial. I made videos about this ecosystem, that ecosystem, Sunny's ecosystem, Atropa ecosystem, Richard Hart ecosystem, the PRC20s. I made videos about PDAI. I made a video about PLUSD. I'm going to make money in both. I don't need to choose one side. I can be make the best of both worlds. That's my main point. You know what I mean? Like, there's no time to hate, guys. You know what I mean? There's no time to have drama, because if you do, you know that you have too much free time in your hand and you're not doing enough. You know what I mean? So yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. And of course, with other people who like to bring others down with them, that's not cool, really, because you don't want to hate on success, because then success could hate back on you. And that's scary. Okay, so yeah, aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go catch some sleep, drink my protein shake, a 40-gram protein shake, and then hit the bed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very tired. So yeah, I'm gonna read your comments that you leave in the YouTube video tomorrow when I wake up. Aside from that, I hope you guys have a great next week if you're working or whatever, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.